Good morning, everybody. GC. GC was looks like it might be taming itself finally. I mean, see the movement overnight. It's not ridiculousness. I traded this box situation here this morning and did rather well. did actually very well. Um, I'll go over that a little bit. I ended up having to manually enter. See this break right here? I manually entered that. And so then when I closed it out, I lost all my markers from this because I took my trades from my whatever that thing's called, my trade saver. But anyways, I think Nadine said she took this trade. This is the first trade I took, the one that came back inside the box. This candle consolidated. I went long here. I was playing it to go out the other side. So when it came back down, it knocked me out somewhere right in here. So then I waited for it to go up on top of the box, and then boom, I took this long right here and held it right to there. And then it came and tested the top of the box, consolidated right here, and I took it long again. Went up, came down, boom. I added a contract here, and then bam, I got knocked out right here. And then I re-entered when it came outside the top of the box, bam, there. And I did very well financially. Financially, I did very well. But I had to be, this was a very ugly box because one of the things I was concerned with when it went inside the box is I thought, shit, they're going to run it all the way through because they do that sometimes. They don't come back and give you this opportunity a lot of times, but they did today. So I was sitting here focused on it getting hung up here, and then I was going to play it from the break of the red line back to the top here. That was going to be my first trade. But when it did this, it just gave me some good setups. I mean, some good setups. I just had to I had to be completely focused. That's for sure. Because this was not clean. The targets were clean. The pattern of what it ultimately did was clean. It did exactly what I told you guys before. If it does not come straight out of the box at the beginning, if it does not come straight out of the box at the beginning, then play it to come back inside the box. And that's exactly what it did. It came back inside the box. When it sat on here was when I got in. I should have been looking to get in here, but I didn't. I got in here. And, and then once it gets over the box, that mid band becomes support. And once it gets over the mid band, that mid band becomes support. And you should go right to target. And that's exactly what here's your target. If that doesn't show you that's your target, I don't know what does. Then it comes back and tests the mid band again. And then, so I knew this. This is the part I knew. What's the part I knew? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The third one is the winner. What got things screwed up is the freaking market open right here. And that's what caused this big candle to come down and knock me out. But I didn't let it dissuade me. You'd have to see it live, but the way it went is it just came and went down. And so when it came back out the other side of this candle, I took it long. And boom, that's where I got the bulk of my money in, because I traded that up into like 56. I don't know. I put it in the chat, 56, 4 or something like that. All right, so let's see here. Let's look at some stuff. The ES is currently sitting on top of the prior day close. and the red line and the 5-minute gold line and all that kind of stuff. So there may be a long setting up here. I'm going to kind of pay attention. I might take this long. Excuse me. I'm going to set up for it in case it does, in case it comes out the top. Sorry. I was so focused on gold, I didn't have my chart set up. I didn't have my ATMs on. Yeah. So right at the same time, so let me kind of point this out so everybody understands. At the same time, the NQ has done the same thing. It's sitting on top of the prior day close. So they both are hopefully going to do the same thing, which is push long. So hell, it probably, if this one consolidates down here, I'll put an order on for this one too. But they're both trying to do this. They're both trying to create the same pattern right now. If this one closes below the prior day close and this one stays above it, I'm going to just change which one I'm going to try to trade. Oh, shit. Where the fuck did it go? God dang it. All right. Jesus. Here, let me shrink this one and get it over here. Sorry. Just got too much going on here. Hope I have the right settings in here. Let me look. One contract. 25, 200. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. Come on, NQ. Oh shit! It jumped my order. Fuck! Oh my god! Look at that. Shit. I'm not going to let it take me back in now. It jumped my order. This is your order, right? This is your entry right here. It should run right out because see, they're both doing the same thing at the same time. So hopefully they keep going up. Damn it. That jumped that candle so fast it just jumped right over my order. And the hard part about the NQ compared to the ES, the NQ is really hard to manually drop your orders into. When the top of the candle is green, see how this candle's green? It's really hard to put your order in there because it keeps, as your timer is going down, your candle keeps going up. I came down and cleaned out some stops. That's all they're doing there is cleaning out stops. It's no big deal. And off it should go. God dang it. God dang it. Anyways, it was a good setup. The key was, again, what did we talk about? Correlation between the two instruments, the NQ and the ES were correlating each other. I should have stuck with my NQ trade or my ES trade that one wouldn't have jumped me. That one is less likely to jump me because it's so much more liquid. So much more liquid than the NQ. But that's okay. I'm all right. I don't want to give my gold money back. the way gold slapped me around last week, I want to keep my gold money this week. Oh, shit. Come on, NQ, go. You should be going out the other side, man. What are you doing? Why are you slapping around here? Yeah, this pattern got pretty lazy. Let me shut that off. It didn't even get back to the overnight open. Jesus. God dang it. All right, I am looking at the RTY and the YM for anything there also. Oh, shit. Now we might get a W pattern. Somebody should have been calling that out. We might have a W here. Bing, 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 bing. Oh yeah, shit. We might have a W here. Shit, is it going to run away too quick? It just might. Just might. Yeah, we might have a W here. See the bing, bing, and then bing. And we've done the same thing here with the ES. Come back down a little more. 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 Come on, NQ. Come back down a little more. Come back down a little more. Come on. If I was trading micros, I'd just accumulate one or two right here. That's what I would do. But I don't have this thing set up for micros. Oh, this would be nice. A little inside candle. Okay. Stay. All right. Down through the bottom. Now go through the top. Why are you not moving? Why is my thing not moving? My order's not. See the fuck. I've been having this problem with my. Trade Sabers sometime. It's not. God dang it. It gets stuck sometimes and it's not throwing orders. When it gets jumped, it's like it wants to be reset or something. Whenever I do anything manual to it, like I killed that trade, it causes it to just kind of go blah and it doesn't work anymore until I reset it. So now I'm going to have to trade manually. Come on, go. Go. There you go. Now go. Break that pivot to the left. Keep going. Break that pivot to the left. Come on. Break that pivot to the left. Come on. Hurry up. Run. Break the freaking pivot to the left, damn it. Come on. Move. There you go. All right. It broke the pivot to the left. It's a good start. Now let's go. Let's run through come on. I know you got a battle here. You got to get through the overnight open. I understand that. We're all cheering for you. I'm cheering for you. Everybody's cheering. Everybody cheer. Come on. God dang it. No. Come on. Ah, Jesus. It's what happens, Bruce, is it is like it's and keep in mind I have like 6 of these sitting on my screens at the same time. But like I manually killed that order on NQ, and it's like it's causing my saber to like not to not allow me to re-engage again. So I'm having to like go out, and this is why I lose my markers too, because I end up having to do this. This is exactly what happened in gold. I had to do this because I manually entered a trade. It blew up my saber. And if I don't do that, then it won't order another trade. It's like it has to now it'll work, or it should work. And so when I did that, like when I did it with gold, I lost my markers in here, because I had markers in here for here to here, here to here, and then from here out here. But then I manually added another contract right here, because I thought when it came through that top, it was going to take the hell off, which it did if it hadn't been for the 9:30 market opening. You know what I mean? So right now we have an issue with the NQ, and it's, I knew this was, it was in front of us. We're stuck in the middle of 2 lines. I was just hoping we'd come cross over, retest, and then just go right out the top. But it's going to sit in here and piss and moan about it for a while. So I'm not going to donate any more money. I already donated about $400, I think, to that screw up. I don't want to donate any more. All right, so it looks like finally okay, see, they finally came through that. I mean, we know it's going there. It's just I'm not going to donate money doing it. We know this pattern. Don't give a shit about VWAP. Don't give a shit about anything else. We know this pattern, when it crosses over and tests here, it's going out the other side. It's just it had to freaking piss and moan and get through there. Damn it. Now, if we get lucky, with the NQ, we'll get a break of the high, pull back to maybe the overnight open and the 1 minute gold line at the same time. That would be great. And then a long back to the high. But if we get screwed, it'll just run right to the high without us. You got that, NQ? Jim, I just couldn't gut it out anymore. I just couldn't gut it out. I should have gutted it out. I understand. Just I didn't want to sit there and deal with the freaking back and forth. I should have gutted it out. I'm hoping for something a little more conservative now. Rotation back down to here. See, we have a nice smooth run up. So hopefully we can get a nice smooth run back down, and then we can go right to the prior day high. That's what I'm hoping. But it looks like it's just going to run to the high. Well, I say that, I say that, and all of a sudden the ES is running into the overnight open right now. Right now. So maybe this will get here at the same time that that's still there and it'll rotate down, or this will just rotate down early because the ES is already there and test here. That's what I would prefer. I would prefer this to come down here and have not gone to here yet. But I don't know. I can't tell right now. Good job, Edwin. Good job, JP. Holy cow. Good job, JP. Yeah. That's an excellent, excellent job, JP. Holy shit. There are ES traders that I've known for a long time that still can't figure out how I've ever made 10-point ES trades. All right, come on, give me. All right, so the ES is now doing what I thought. It had an inside candle here, which, God dang it, if I'd have been paying attention, that this candle right here was an inside candle. That would have been a good spot for a potential short. But I'm hoping this runs to here now, so we can get the long back to the high that we have not cleaned out on this run yet. Because we have a setup for a 1-minute gold line right now. We also have a setup for a crossover retest of the prior day, of the overnight open. We have two potential setups right now for a long in the NQ. Only 77 points. Only 77 points. Yeah, only 77. I think I have my settings. My settings in NQ are for per contract are 50 points. That's my settings on my ATM. I'm rooting for you, Thomas. I'm rooting for you, buddy. Go ES, collapse. Come on. It's obviously going to have a battle right here at the damn 9 EMA. If NQ could pick up some energy to the downside, which that's what I'm hoping for, the ES should go right along with it. Just it's kind of hard to do because the market seems to want to go long today. Over here with gold. So for any of you that are watching gold, the ideal setup right now would be this thing to run down here and hit that 41.50 spot, which is the top of the 15-minute box and the red line. That would be just wonderful long right there. That would be spectacular long. That would be the trade of the day long, in my opinion. There you go. There goes the NQ. Come on, baby. Come on, NQ. You still in, Thomas? You should. Well, you knew it was going to get in a battle with the 9 EMA, Thomas, on the way down. You just got to trust the power of the line and the pattern. Excuse me. God dang. Got a frog in my throat today, and I'm out of coffee. Oh, you took the long? Oh, no. You can't go long into that overnight open. That's not good. That's like intentionally getting into the pit with the rattlesnake. There's a rattlesnake down there. I think I'll go in there. I think I'll go in there and see him. So let's just look at this NQ for a second. Here, I'll pull it up over here. Jim, you yell at me if this gold comes down here. So the 9 EMA in the ES or in the NQ is trying to hold. So some of you might say, well, why don't you take a 1 minute gold line here? Well, I'm going to give you one quick explanation of why I wouldn't do that. Here's the rotation right here to the recent high. It's from here to here. Here's the pullback from here to there. Right there. Your rotation that you're trying to take long is actually coming off of a lower pivot than the rotation that took it to the high. And so, is it going to go up there? It might. And even if it works, there's no money there. There's no money from here to here. Man, the ES is just it's cloudy as hell, of course. I'm supposed to set a house on Wednesday that I was supposed to set last week because we didn't because of snow. It's in the actual town of Asheville. I'm supposed to set it Wednesday now, so hopefully we can get a little increase in the weather temperature. It's supposed to start getting sunny later on today. I need some stuff to dry out. Sorry, gold. All right. Oh, yeah, it did break down, didn't it, Jim? All right. Did break down. You're probably in the short. All right. Thank you, Jim. Yeah. Here we go. We might get the top of the box. We've already had the top of the box once right here, but it was the 930 equity opening. So we're coming from a higher spot, so I would like it to get right down there. Jesus. Shoot. So the YM and the RTY have now decided to join the party to the long side. The YM was the last one to get across the red line. So hopefully that's a good sign with the equities that we can start getting some rotations with some energy to them. Come on, gold. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm out of fucking coffee. I'm out of coffee. I'm out of coffee. I mean, I've made some good money in gold today, but I'm going to tell you this: none of it has been clean. I mean, none of it has been clean. It's not been smooth. It's just been, yeah. Yeah, same thing here, Bruce. And it wasn't a consistent pullback. Don't forget this candle right here broke the top of this candle right here. So it faked you into going long here, then came down and then went up. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it actually, if you actually took it, forget the overnight open, if you took it the way the rules are, you'd have got knocked out for a loss initially. And then are you going to jump back in again? Hell no, I'm not going to. All right, come on, gold. Do something. Man, the RTY is at the prior day high. Well, I guess the ES just went through the prior day high. Jesus. Yeah, everybody wants to be long today. Everybody wants to be long. So what we need is just some manipulation to start showing its head that we can recognize and then get a trade off of it. I am staring at everything at the same time. I hear you, JP. Yeah, gold is. That's where I made all my money today. Was coming fighting. Look at where I made my money. Was in this freaking garbage right here. I just had to know why I was going long here, why I was going long here, and why I was going long here, because everything in the middle was garbage. Good job, Papa Duke. Yeah, I haven't run a box on that. Apparently apparently the box worked on that, on the YM, huh? Good. All right. Now we may be getting what I'm calling for, JP. We may be getting that, because we're inside that 5-minute gold line. We may be getting that shot from here to here. Yeah, the RTY was stuck in between the prior day close and the overnight open. Yeah. And now it's at the prior day high and just rolled over. And ironically, the YM is not rolling over. It's still going long. Come on, gold, do something. Excuse me. All right, I'm going to look at something over here while we're waiting for gold to get its head out of its rear end. It is the witching hour of gold. It's, it's what, 10:20. Gold has a tendency to get dormant, at 10 o'clock. I'm looking at this. We just crossed over, sat on the prior day high for the NQ. So I might be looking for a long here. I reset my saber, so hopefully it'll pay attention. Jesus. Damn, gold. Well, damn, look at the NQ. Let me kill this. This isn't going to happen. Jesus. So if anybody's looking at the RTY, I would pay attention to it potentially getting along off the overnight open. It's apparently going to reject from the prior day high back to the overnight open, which is just crazy because that pattern didn't even set up for that. Didn't even set up for that. Come on, gold, do something. I just don't know if there's enough energy behind it, Jim. I see what you're saying. I just don't know that. Jesus. It's enticing. Just throw the big finger down. Just throw the big finger down here. Just do that. Just throw the big finger down here to leave out any confusion as to what the hell we're going to do. Everybody paying attention to NQ and the overnight open, because by golly, it's setting up right now. The ES is sitting on the overnight open. The ES is sitting on the overnight open right here. Right here. Man, this has got 5-minute gold line written all over it. Jesus. God dang it, I'm going to have to do it. See, I'm looking. Let me do this. Got that over here. Got the ES right here. So let's just stare at both of these at the same time. They have been working in tandem this morning. Okay, so let me get rid of this. We had an inside candle here. It's broken the bottom of that inside candle. So if it comes out the top, I'm going to take it. We've had an inside candle right here to here, and we went through the bottom of it. Now we're going through the top, which is my favorite setup. Come on. Now go. Come on. Come on. Come on, go. Come on. Ooh, 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 ooh. Defend the bottom of this candle right here. My entry my trigger candle. Come on. Come on, NQ. All right, here we go. Remember, this is a 5-minute gold line trade, so I have to give it more room. There we go. I have to give it's just like a 5-minute red line. You got to give it more room and let it go to target. Come on, go to target. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Go to my prior day high. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. The damn ES is already there, which is pissing me off. The ES beat me to the prior day. Oh, there we go. All right. Cha-ping. And that is how you use both instruments to set up for a perfect trade. Bing, done. Bing, done. I love that trade. But again, did you see why I did it? Did you understand what was going on here versus here? Shit. I'll tell you in a second. $670. $670. Now, if this damn thing's not in the way, you play it out to the top. If this damn thing's not in the way, the prior day high. But anyways, yeah. I mean, it's like if you just see the relationship. Everybody noticed that when this thing took off, hey, this one took off too. It's a Christmas miracle. and they were both in agreement as to what direction they were going to take off. Hence, this is the key. This is the key part. Hence, big green candle. Big green candle. That's it. My whole trading strategy's been just exposed. My whole trading strategy has just been exposed. I mean, it's just, you know. Now, I would have played it to for $1,000. Whoever asked me how much it was, my target was $1,000. I'd have played it to the $1,000, which is probably where it's at right now, if I didn't have this damn prior day high sitting right there in front of my face. You took it with me? All right, good job. Oh, you made some money in gold, Jim? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Oh my God, yeah, you did, didn't you? Holy cow. Holy cow, Jim, good job. So for those of you wondering what he did, I'll go over here and show you. So I'm looking for gold to come back down here for, you know, quote unquote, a trade strategy trade. He's looking at this. All right. And I'm going to show you guys this, but I'm not suggesting you do this until you learn how to be profitable. I'm halfway to double digits, Jim. I'm halfway. Of course, I'm not trading as many contracts as you either. I'm not trading as many contracts as you either. But so see this rotation down and then up, and then this rotation down here to the newest low. It all started right there with this pivot right here. Okay. So when price rotated and broke that pivot down to the upside, it sat on the 5-minute gold line. These inside candles, bam, there's his entry. You see, so he's looking at the pivots within the pivots. So just for example here, if you guys don't know this, but in your swing settings, I have it set at 5, just for simplicity purposes of you guys really recognizing bigger pivots versus smaller ones. Because trust me, Jim's trading with a much bigger bankroll than anybody else here, okay, including me. So, but if you change that swing rotation to say 2, let's just say, all of a sudden, all these pivots all the micro pivots start popping up on your chart, okay? It makes it easier to see them, but it can also get a bit confusing. So anyways, great trade, Jim. Excellent job. Did you see my trade? Did you see my trade? Ah, shit. That was fun. Everybody's making money. And the funny part is we're over here all making money, but we're all making it in different instruments. Some people made all that money in the ES, which, by the way, I wish I had been in the ES trade at the same time. I really do. Hindsight is 2020. But yeah, the NQ trade, the ES trade, Nadine, I think, took an RTY trade. Jim in gold. I mean, it's funny. I think it's great. It's great. This has been a much better Monday than I anticipated. This might be my second most profitable day of the year. Yeah, today might be my second most profitable day of the year. Crazy. I wish I had hit that NQ for more money, but hey, money's money. I'll be right back. See if anybody made coffee yet. No coffee. So, Jim, you made your money off the 5-minute gold line. I made mine off the 5-minute gold line. Just two different instruments. That 5-minute gold line in NQ was just freaking beautiful. But I mean, it gave the confidence I got from it. First off, anybody wants a definition of a smooth pullback, there it is. There it is. Inside candle. I'm looking at the ES doing the same damn thing. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Come on. And by the way, the ES, yeah, it is an awesome day. The funny thing is, for those of you watching, it's like, which trade did I take? I took the one on the right. Which one worked better? Of course, the one on the left. I mean, you guys should all know that by now. This trade right here is a much better trade. It didn't even slow down here. It went right through that prior day high. This one would have given me the confidence to hold it harder than this one. This one got bogged down right here. But this one went right through it. I mean, shit, man, that trade right there is, another 10-pointer, almost 20-pointer. Yeah, just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Anyways, so that's a nice day right there, folks. Nice day. Nice, easy, stress-free trading. A lot less stress, by the way, than me trading the open range box in gold. I was pretty stressed. I was pretty stressed doing that damn thing. Of course, I trade the open range box in gold, and it has to look like, this is how you know I'm cursed. I trade the open range box, and it has to look like this. Some days, it's just when it crosses over, it goes straight to the other side, beautiful. Not with me. If I'm in it, it's going to go. You got 12 points, Trader Joe, from the ES. Shit, man. That's stupendous. That is stupendous. Yeah, the YM is over the prior day high right now. Boy, it had a nice little, man, look, did it pierce that line? Shit, man, let me look at this. Let me look at the YM over here. Look at that. Look at the YM. It crossed over, sat on top of the prior day close, and this is what it did. Jesus. Yeah. Money. Just need a market that moves. If you want to make money, you need a market that moves. That right there is a beauty. Look at that. Inside candle. Everything I love about it. The ES said the same thing. Inside candle to my left. We went through the bottom. We went through the bottom of the inside candle first. Some dirty dog stuff that the NQ loves to do. And then when it came out the other side, That's it. It's all over. It's got the shorts trapped, and that's exactly what they were trying to do. They were trying to trap the shorts by breaking the bottom of the inside candle to the left and then woof, making them bleed. Making the shorts bleed. Love it. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. That is some fun stuff right there. That is some fun stuff right there. Yeah, that's a great trade, Trader Joe, man. Jesus, man. That is wonderful. 12 points. I don't know that I've ever held an ES trade for 12 points. I know I've done 10 points before. I don't know if I've ever held one for 12 points. Yeah, you might have broke my record. I've done 10 points, several times on the ES. I don't know that I've ever done 12. I mean, 10 points in the ES is stupendous. I mean, it's it's like moving an elephant. The ES is the elephant. It's the elephant in the room. 34 total points in ES. Good job, Edwin. Yeah. So some of you have been listening to me about trading the ES. I guess some of you have been listening. 44. Well, it's better than being down, that's for sure. You made $500 in the NQ. Was it the same trade, Kevin? Same trade, Kevin, that I took? Yeah, it is. It's all relative. That's like, Jim telling me that he's, 10 plus K in profit. It's relative. He's trading heavier than me. Okay, good job, Kevin. Yeah. Good job. Now on this little scenario right here, does everybody understand what I was saying? Not that I'm condoning you doing it until you learn to be profitable. But did you understand this rotation? This is the swing down. When it came, it broke here. It sat on top of the, sat on top of the 1 minute gold line, sat on top of the 5 minute gold line, and then it had a couple inside candles, and then boom, that was it. And that right there, this whole what. Let me kind of spend a minute on this for a second. This whole rotation situation that happened right here, okay? This is exactly what real price action trading is right here. What happened in here? That's price action down to its lowest level. The rotation in the same direction that the market's going anyways, and you just had a flush down. The pivot that created the flush down got broken. Price looks for support, and then bam, it's gone. That is price action right there. That is classic price action right there. And Jim has really really honed in on it. And the other thing I'll tell you, or he would tell you, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I'm going to put words in his mouth, is that Um, I think he's realized that doing these things, these scenarios right here, is easier to identify and be successful with in gold than NQ. When Jim came to me as a trader, he was an NQ trader, and he still trades the NQ. I'm sure he's excited about the NQ trade I took, but this stuff right here is much more consistent in gold than it is in the NQ. And you're trading a PA account, Kevin. Awesome. Well, shit, man, you need to shut it down at $500. Yeah, you need to shut it down at $500. You're in the airport, Gene? Are you coming to visit me? When Jim was in the airport, I'm going to put more words out there for Jim. When Jim was sitting in the airport a couple weeks ago, he had the people around him jumping up and down with him because he was printing like, I don't know, I think he printed like $10,000, $20,000 that day, trading right there in the airport. Yeah, just shut it down, and I'm shut down. I took that trade right there because it was just too easy, or the NQ trade. It was just too easy. But I'm shut down for the day. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I am shut down for the day. I am not gonna roll the dice anymore. But what's funny is, if you guys remember, the scenario we went through right here with the ES and the NQ is exactly, and I mean exactly, the scenario we had last week in the R2I and the YM. I think it was like Thursday. Exactly the same scenario. And the result of what happened was exactly the same in both cases. Yeah. So it gets fun when you start, I mean, I still stress out like an idiot. You guys see that. You guys watch me, I mean, I literally stress out like an idiot. I'm sure Jim's a lot calmer than I am. But it's exciting, and it's fun, to identify and know, like when I got in this trade right here, if you'll notice, I grabbed my stop and put it below this candle because I'm like, no. This trade's going to work. I've got to make sure I don't get tapped out in the process. I mean, there's just certain trades that you see. It's like, this damn thing's going to work. Don't let me get wicked out from these stupid games that the NQ plays. And then there's others where it's like, I don't want to give it any room because I don't really know. So anyways, and we got little micro things going on right now. For example, like the YM crossed over everything smoothly back inside the overnight open and probably come down here to prior day close. But the thing is like, these gaps here are not big enough for me to risk to try to make money. It's I tell people, when the market's not cooperating, it's hard when you're prop firm trading. I get it. because you feel the pressure because time and all that stuff and whatever, you feel the pressure to trade. But I mean, it's like there are days just like today where making money is pretty easy. So, I do it and then I make it. And then it makes the rest of the week real easy for me because I mean, it doesn't really, I don't have to just try trades now. I don't have to just try stuff like this, like I just said here. I don't have to try this for this money because it just doesn't really matter. It's just not worth, being right sometimes and wrong sometimes. It's just not worth it. Oh, flying down to Virginia? Yeah, my understanding is Virginia's turned into a communist state. That's rather exciting. I'm actually building a house for a guy. I'm supposed to start it. I'm building it in Plymouth, North Carolina. I'm supposed to start it next month. And he's building the exact same house with me that he built in Virginia. And he sold it a couple months ago, and he wants me to build it in North Carolina because he says I'm done with this state. It's turned too communist for me. Think about that, Jim. A guy from Virginia says his state's turned too communist. Just imagine if he lived where you do. Little different than Jim's experience. Yeah, exactly. Definitely a little different. Anyways, I think we're going to go. I think I'm going to cut the video. I think I'm going to cut the chat or the stream down here for the day. It is Monday, and this is usually my busiest day. And I got a couple houses I've got to price out for people that I was supposed to do over the weekend, and I didn't. Somebody want to explain? It's the settings of the gym. I'm not the technical one in here. Your settings of what your God, does somebody want to explain that? Does anybody? Your values are different because of something in your time settings, not with the indicator, but with your charts. Does anybody know how to answer that question? Because I don't, yeah, Bill. God dang, Bill. I used to live in Colorado. It's just, and of course I went and traveled there, several months ago. I mean, beautiful state. I loved it there, but I don't want to be in a communist state. I've screwed up the chat now. I can't. Damn it! I screwed up the chat. Now I've screwed up the stream. No, that's not the issue. It has to do with somebody. I know somebody knows this. That's not Bob Anderson. It has something to do with your whatever this thing's called. What's this thing called? And it has to do with your global settings or some shit like that. Database management. Shit. It has to do with what your settings, and I don't know what the thing is to fix it. It has to do with your timings are picking off the market timing, not the overall market timing, which is the market opens technically at 6 p.m. the night before. Data series, be sure trading hours is set to use instrument settings. Maybe that's, I don't, has something to do with your instrument settings. It does. And you're trying to use 24 hours a day. You're not trying to use that, NQ opens at 9:30 and closes at 4, because technically it doesn't. It opens at 6 p.m. the day before and closes at 5 p.m. today. And I don't remember how to do that. I'm not the technical person. All right, I'm gonna shut down for the day, and this was my trade of the day right here. Wee! Beautiful. Lined up with everything. Lined up with the ES. Lined up. Did all the stuff. Look at that. God dang! And if this isn't deliberate manipulation, I don't know what is. So, anyways, I will talk to you guys.